Hello and welcome to the next instalment of the Kamwell Book Club. This month I'm going to be sharing 3 books that I really enjoyed reading or gained some great insight and wisdom from. So I wanted to share them with you to see if you wanted to read them too. My first book I wanted to share was Lost Connections by Johann Hari. Now, this book explores the root causes of depression and anxiety and explains how it's not just chemical imbalances in the brain that causes depression, but it's also our response to psychological and social needs that have not been met. It looks at 9 causes of depression and disconnect, such as not having meaningful work or meaningful relationships. And Johann also criticises the over-reliance of antidepressants and emphasises that what we do also need to do is reconnect with things that are important, such as our values, having purpose, and reconnecting with a community. It's an international bestseller, and I'm not surprised because I've already come across a lot of people that have read it already, so you might have already, but if not, I really recommend this book. My second book is A Beginner's Guide to Dying by Simon Burrs. Now, look at that cover, very well read. I've lent this to a lot of people, and I say lent because I'm not ready to give it to anybody, because despite the very heavy title, this was one of the most poignant, uplifting books that I've ever read. Simon discusses what it's like to live with a terminal illness, age 46. He does this with a huge amount of warmth and wisdom and wit, and highlights also the importance of enjoying the smaller things in life. I found this book so moving. I read it in about 2 days, and it really did change my outlook on life. You know, when a book comes along that just changes the way you think, well, this was it for me, hence why I've lent it to a lot of people. So I do really recommend reading this one. And my final book is by Dr. Julie Smith, the clinical psychologist. Why has nobody told me this before? So this book I would describe as a bit of a mental health toolkit. You can pick it up and go to any of the contents that look at how to deal with grief or self-doubt or manage fear, and it will offer some great accessible tools and techniques to help better support your mental health in those times. I would say it acts as a bit of an introduction to mental health and really easy to understand. Dr. Julie also does some great videos on her Instagram explaining some of these mental health conditions. So again, another great book that I would thoroughly recommend to you to try. Those are my 3 recommendations for this month. Please join us next time for another instalment of the Kamwell Book Club. Thank you.